Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing. Thank you for your patience as I took a week off just to do some self-care. We're going to be creating a triple pivot tag. So I'm going to be using this brad on the top to make everything be able to pivot so that the tags can turn. You guys probably know what that means. This is my design team project for Rockwell Design Crafts, and this is the yellow fodder kit. So we've got this image that we're going to be using, this beautiful rose, and then the second image is this script, the kind of a grungy-ish looking script. I like that. And then the smaller one is just a piece of this page. So I'm going to be only decorating the top tag just for ease of process here, and trying to keep it really simple and basic today. I am getting back in the swing of things. I've been off of YouTube for a week and really mellow out on social media too, just really trying to take care of myself. I did, my back's been bothering me. It turns out it's a little bit more significant. I did go to the doctor and they did an x-ray, and I'm waiting for the results of that, and got some PT referral and medicine and all that garbage. So we're going to get going here. So I'm going to go ahead and ink these. I will be putting some coffee dyed paper on the back, but I want to do that. I'm going to yeah, I probably will do that now too. So I'm going to go ahead and ink all the edges, attach my coffee dyed paper, and then I will be back with you shortly. This is the last one that we're going to go ahead and glue down. I will be stitching, so I'm not going super close to the edge, and I'm going to give this time to dry before I do that, but I will be stitching around these. I like that look, and I want that white color, so I'm just going to go kind of in the middle here. There we go. So anyway, I wanted to thank you guys for all your encouraging messages when I put that message up on YouTube. It's so nice to know that people care and all of that, and self-care is very important, and I do try to practice what I preach, so to speak. I don't always do it well, but I try, so I thank you for that. Taking it slow. I think I'm going to go back to 3 videos a week, so Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and if I do a bonus video I can sneak it in, but I think I'm going to slow down a little bit here and yeah, just enjoy myself. I did realize as I've been kind of just hanging out and reflecting and doing all that stuff that I don't like the pressure that I put on myself when I'm working on a project that's for someone else. So not like a giveaway, but this requested journal, which had kind of a time frame on it. Now I had a month to do it, but it's complex. It takes a long time to put a journal together, especially if you're doing other projects. So I think I will probably avoid that in the future, because I think that really was a bump in the road for me this last round. So, and I think that I need to slow down a little bit and yeah, and just kind of enjoy. I am enjoying myself, but I am a high performer, and so it's easy for me to get caught up in that cycle of just doing, and producing kind of stuff. And so I'm going to try to, I'm not trying, I am looking at the kind of the root of that and making some adjustments. So I hope that you guys will stick around still, and I hope that you will continue to be here. It blesses me very much. So there we go. So our tags are all backed now. So I think what I'm going to do is pause and get over to the sewing machine and sew these really quick. And so I will be back with you in a couple of minutes. Okay, we are done with the stitching. Messed up my camera here. Let me fix it. So there we go. So I've stitched around all of the tags. I did stitch with yellow thread. It was what was in my machine for the Daisy Dreams journal. So I'm just going to trim off some of these strings here, and we're going to go on from there. So anyways, it's hard for me to sit for a really long time in here too, so I've been doing littler bits when I am in the studio, so trying to take care of myself. So there we go. So the next thing we're going to do, oh, you know what I forgot? I wanted to back this one last because once I put the brad through, I want that brad covered. So I might do something different now that I didn't do that because I don't really want to put another piece of paper on there. So let me go ahead and do the inking around the back as well, just so that's done. I should have done that before I turned the camera back on, as well as just get those edges again because that coffee dyed paper will show. We're getting a darker inking here, which I like. Just going to get in there. So I hope you guys are all well. I'd love to hear what you've been up to, what you've been creating. I know that some people are, I've got one, Caroline is posting in my group. If you're interested in that group, it is B.Reborn Art and Healing group on Facebook. And you can find that in my business page on Facebook at B.Reborn Art and Healing. There's not a lot of activity because I had the group archived for a while and I brought it back. So it's mostly filled with people that I think enjoy looking more than posting their crafty goodness, but hopefully it'll grow. I'm not all about that, so it's just there if people want to use it. I'm the only person running it, so for whatever reason my Facebook doesn't give me a notification when I have a request, and I've checked all the notifications and I can't figure it out. I don't know what's going on, so I have to be mindful to go back in and check it to make sure there's nothing pending. So anyway, enough of that business. So again, our bottom, our top tag is the only one that we're decorating. I'm going to grab my phone so that I can do the pokey tool and get my hole in for the brad. I picked this brad just from my bin. I thought it was nice because it's got kind of a brown. It's got brown on it. I'll bring out the brown in this. So I'm going to go ahead and just try to line these up as best I can. Looking at this edge and this edge primarily, and let me give you the measurements in case you guys are interested really quick. Hold on. The large tag is from top to bottom is 7.5 inches, and then I believe the next one is it's just under 6.5. I wonder how that happened. That was supposed to be 6.5. Interesting. It does not matter. You can make these whatever size you want. These are not going in the Daisy Dream Journal. They're just extra ephemera. So this one's 5.5. So let's go ahead and line these up so we can get our brad in. And I still feel like I'm struggling with this camera big time today. I'm just out of practice, guys, so bear with me. Goodness gracious. So my goal is to get the Daisy Journal done this weekend because I need it off my desk. And I'll do a flip through. That kind of looked weird, didn't it? That's okay. You see what it's done up here because I cut the small one with a different tag edge, so template kind of that I have. So I'm just moving some stuff out of the way so I can grab my pokey tool. Forgot to grab my pokey tool. Oh, I've got my awl right here. When I bound you want to see the front of it? Open your eyes, look very quickly. Woo, woo, woo. There she is. She's 2.5 inches, a 2.5 inch spine with 2 signatures. So that's a sneak peek. You guys can check back for the flip through. I hope that I still need to go out. I want to go get some comfort quotes and comfort sayings and maybe some scripture verses to put in it for this gal. That I'm going to kind of put as tuck spots, or put in tuck spots, and have the quote on the front, and then have some writing space on the back, kind of like a journal card, I guess. So we're just going to stick that through there, make sure I got both of them, which I do. I'm going to open those up, and look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Yay! Okay, so let me get rid of that ugly thing. There we go. So they're gonna be able to rotate like this. And I'm wondering if I should leave that so that if the person wants to take it off, they can. I wish you guys could tell me what you think, because never really, I mean, you can still write on them. Yeah, we don't have to not cover it. They open up just fine. So we're going to go ahead and cover that. I had cut a circle over here, I think, so let me find it. I just punched a circle from the kit. I think I might have used it for something else. Oh, there it is. We'll just put this one on the back of that just to cover that up. Do that really quick. There we go. And I got all my glues moved over because my sewing machine, I had my sewing machine on the left of me, and I have no feet room under there because of the storage that I have, and I think that was further exasperating my back. So I did move it onto my Roscott, I don't know how you say that, one of those carts with I have the top on it, and I'm just storing it there and then just bringing it over to the machine when I'm going to use it, because I need to be able to have it in a different place to work with it on my desk. If that makes any sense. So there we go. We're just going to put that circle right there just to cover up that brad, like so. So great writing space on the back as well, which I love, and then I just love being able to see the stitching. I actually like this choice better than, you've got a little bit of a decorative spot there on the back. So let's go ahead and decorate this, and then we will be on. Oh, we got to put our lace on. Goodness gracious. Okay, so we've got this lace. This is just from my stash, and I just cut it already to fit. And I'm going to put it up so that the bottom of the tag is at this point on the lace. So I'm just going to put this to the side. I like to do this so I get an idea where my glue line needs to be. So I'm just going to really get a good amount of glue on here. Like so. I'm going to grab my paper towel though, so that I can push it down without getting my fingers all sticky. There we go. And I'm just going to move it up so that that edge is right there. I'll show you in a second what I mean there in case you can't see very well. So what I did is I just butted it up so that it's hitting that point. It's a little bit crooked. Good thing I turned that over, huh? Let's look at it again. Much better. So that is the first one, and if I need to trim any of this, I will do that in a minute when it's a little bit more dry. So let's go ahead and do the second one, and I think that's this one. Yes, so we're gonna do the same. Put this here so I've got my glue line guide a little bit. Forgive me for the background noise. My husband is in the room next door doing some construction of some kind. He starts all his seedlings in the house, and so he's building a little bit of a better process in there so that he can have more plants under the light than he currently has. So there's the second one, and the third one. This one I'm going to have to trim because of the way these are measured out. I'm going to try to center it and then cut off both edges just to have it be all even. Just going to get some glue on here. There we go. Whoops. Oh, anyway. It's almost spring break. I'm so very excited for spring break. My sister and I are going to go to the beach for the day. And I don't know that I've ever been to the beach with my older sister. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully my back is going to be fine and it'll be a little bit more healed up. They did give me muscle relaxant and pain medicine. I'm not using the pain meds right now, and some ibuprofen, like prescription strength ibuprofen stuff. I don't find that it's not any more helpful than regular ibuprofen. So sometimes I take it, sometimes I just take the regular. So just trimming this lace up a little bit. And then still waiting for the doctor to respond to the x-ray results. It did come back into my Kaiser org account that there is degeneration of certain parts of my back, my lower back, which is not surprising. Again, I've had surgery before, 20 years ago. So I don't know if it's been re-injured or what, if regeneration is just part of life. and it's going to be fine, and I can just kind of do some physical therapy and deal with that. We'll just have to see what the doctor says. I'm hoping. I don't want to miss any work. I don't want to be down. I'm so tired of that. I've had so many surgeries that it's just ridiculous. There we go. I've had back surgery. I've had my tonsils out. I've had a hysterectomy. I've had surgery on both of my feet. So yeah, surgery is not my friend. There we go. Isn't that lovely how they line up? I love that tiered look with these, even with these, the lace. It looks really cool. So we're going to decorate this really quick. So I just, this is a little girl from some digitals. I can look it up if you guys are interested. I'll try to remember to link it, but if I don't, please don't hesitate to mention that if I forget. So we've got a sentiment that says remember, a little piece of book page, and then a button that I already sewed, put some brown thread in. So I think what I wanted to do here, this says, I just thought this was interesting. It says the happiest in the world. I love that. So I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to use my Barely Arts glue here. Just get this down. Actually, I think I'll put a piece of lace under it too, just because, you know, I love that. See if we can just get a little piece of lace right here. There we go. And I'm turning this so that we can see that those words, the happiest place on earth, happiest place in the world, rather. There we go. And then we're going to put our circle here. Kind of looks cool going under that lace. Interesting. I've got a little bit of room there to do that. And then our girl, let me just make sure I've got this right so that... oh no, oh no. Will that move? It will move. I'm moving it up. Moving up in the world. I did want to see a little bit of those music notes, but I think that's going to be really pretty, kind of tucked there too. Did not plan that. Just making sure this writing is going the right direction if I can help it. You know how it goes. I'm just going to set that right there. Then we're going to put our girl, we're going to kind of tuck her. You know what? I think I'm going to trim her just a little bit, just so she's just a little bit shorter. I'm going to grab my corner punch, if I can find it, right here. Round those corners again. I think I want her to be a little bit smaller. She'll fit better. There we go. And we're going to just stick her right there. Yes, because now we can see those music notes too. So I love that. So we're going to use our Barely Arts again. I do have some projects planned. I hope to film my next Crush or Trash also this weekend. We'll see. I think we're going to do some scrappy belly bands using scraps. I did mention in my last video that you guys would have seen if you're following along that I was going to do use book pages and do some use gesso or watercolor ground and do some stamping and watercoloring. I did do a video. It did not work out very well, so I will be doing that again and getting that up on the channel as well. It was a fun process, but it just didn't, the video itself, because again, I just was really out of sorts, feeling a little bit more centered now, but just really ping-ponging everywhere. I'm trying to rein that in a little bit. So we're just going to put our button, I think maybe right there. How about that? So there we go. There is our triple pivot tag. Beautiful. So I didn't want to put anything on these other ones just because it can be too busy and too bulky. So that is our project for today. Thanks guys so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.